All right. This is going to be short. This is going to be short. It's going to be a lot shorter than I thought this stream was going to be. I'll try to make it to 11:30, but we got to drive to Dover for Matthias's graduation, and now apparently our old cat that lived with us and Fluffy and everything until my ex-wife left the house. I guess he's on his way out, so we got to get to her house early now so Kyle can say goodbye to the cat. So I'm here for like 20 minutes, and then I got to run because I'm obviously not dressed for a high school graduation. So we'll just have to make this short and sweet. How is everybody doing? Loogie, how you doing? Bucks must win, yes. I got to stay out of the box. Panthers, how you doing? Green Loogie, yeah. We need a little bit more of that action in our life this next couple of weeks. Oh man, DeBoer got fired. Outstanding. That improves my mood. I generally don't celebrate when somebody loses their job, but if there was somebody that was deserving to get fired, it was DeBoer. Good job, Dallas. Smart move. Now hire Torts. Coot says, hey, Jaws, let's hope everyone's settled down and the guys are locked in. We know their history when it comes to the next game off after a loss. Fingers crossed and knock on wood, that trend continues. They just have to be damn near perfect. We're going to have to be better than last year to beat Edmonton this year. Hey, guys. Yeah, DeBoer is gone. Panthers says, who do I think is going to have a big night tonight? How about Forsling? Both defensively and offensively. Patel, go check an Oiler. Yeah. DeBoer is gone. Jake says, throwing your best player under the bus over and over again gets annoying, right? Yeah. Colby says, I had a dream the Panthers won the game 5, 2-1 in triple overtime to take a 3-2 series lead, then proceeded to lay an egg and lose 6-2 at home. Oh, that sounds like what the Panthers would do, though. Thank you, Jake. Braves, yeah, I'm here an hour early and for only a short period of time. I have to drive to Dover for Matthias's graduation, and there's just some family stuff going on that I got to get out of here, unfortunately, a lot earlier than I thought. So, but I didn't want to cancel the stream completely, so we're here for now. Guitar Crow, I'm in a really crappy mood, which usually means we're going to win. That's usually how this works. IDK says Edmonton ain't losing the game. IDK, I wish I could be as consistent as you are. If IDK, when the Panthers repeat, IDK's first comment is going to be, well, they're not going to win 3 in a row. Patel, yeah, you can't throw Ottawa under the bus like that. Exactly. Pante says Cats dropped the ball in game 1, too passive with the 3-1 lead. Absolutely. All I wanted was a split out of Edmonton. Just get that tonight, and we're good. You have to win this game tonight. Coming back from 2-0 in Edmonton, that's not Toronto. You have to win this game tonight. Grab a blizzard. Where the hell is a blizzard? Like, I know that's like a drink or something, but is that like, where do they have those? I can't imagine what my body would do with all that sugar. Penta, yeah, no, I wasn't I especially wasn't happy with them trying to sit on the lead, but that's what they did game 7 last year. I think they felt like they could do it again. IDK. No, I know, but it's good. Stay the course. Just be yourself. We won the cup. So just keep saying it, man. Keep saying the same thing. Pente says that it's Edmonton year this year for sure. McDavid wants it badly. No doubt he wants it badly, but I'm not convinced yet. Florida's going to have one final balls to the wall gasp. Can it win us 4 games? Can they go another series before they go take a nap? Oh, Bucks raised jaw score prediction. Panthers 6, Oilers 5. Overtime win. Oh my God, another overtime. Oh my, I know. No, today. No. 6-1 Panthers. I want each team in order. I've talked about this in the comments of the stream, the recap. In order to have the fan base survive the 7 games, each team is going to be afforded one 6-1 victory where they're winning 4-0 after the first period and the game is over. Each team can have one of those, so that when we get to 7, because we can't take 7 games of game 1. I can't take that. I'm too old for this. Yeah, Edmonton complaining about the refs. I mean, he got it was incidental contact where he got tripped up. That, generally speaking, is not going to be called goalie interference. I'm not sure. Oh, Dairy Queen? I see. Yeah, there's no Dairy Queen here. Panthers just saw on eBay, you saw a Thomas Nosek Edmonton jersey. Jeez. Colby says, were there any games where Marino was looking for revenge on Buffalo and they started off really well, kind of like Edmonton did, but Buffalo ultimately? Yeah. They the one that cost me $2,000 in 91. We had a lead in that game at some point. Hold on a second. Hold on. Now you've triggered me. Because I lost a lot of money on this one game. It was the 91 divisional round. Let's see. It was the 91 divisional round. Where's the damn box score? You had to do this. You had to ask this question. So, where's the freaking... So, the Bills scored a touchdown, and the Dolphins had a field goal. Then the Bills got a field goal, touchdown. So, no, we were never ahead in that game. We came really close, but we were never ahead. To start the fourth quarter, we got a touchdown to make it 30-27, and then we just choked it up. So no, we weren't ahead in that game, but they made us think. They made us think they were going to do the thing. Every damn game against Buffalo was the same thing. Penta says LA was so close beating Edmonton and basically gifted them one game. That game cost LA the series, and now possibly Edmonton wins because of that. Kind of funny. The NHL is a really close league. Yes. Oh, Battle of Florida with the Rays and the Marlins. Green Loogie, right? Colby says, I'm trying to find reasons why I think the Panthers would also win this by using historical examples. There's a first time for everything. Ray says, I'm going to be half drunk by the second period. It's rough. Percy says, yep, Dangle is mad, saying the Leafs claim only the Oilers are responsible for Bennett's feet. I mean, I was under the assumption it didn't matter. Like if the player didn't enter the crease on his own, if he got pushed in or tripped in, that generally speaking, they don't call that goalie interference. So Buck says, Bob better stay better today and stay out of the box. Also, Bubba, we're going to have a talk with Bubba. I think in the pregame, we have to have a talk with Bubba. His handling of the puck behind the net, to say the least, was disturbing. Like at least 3 times, he was like passing the puck right to the Oilers. It was like, Bubba, just stop, please. It's scaring me. Hey, David. Yeah, Colby. I mean, every YouTube video I'm seeing is like, and what I find interesting is all the same people that said the series was going to go 7 games. So many of them now are saying, "Oh my God, Edmonton won the first game. That's it. Florida's done." It's like you do realize that 7 games means each team has won 3, right? Like, pick a lane. It's very frustrating. I haven't been able to watch very much content because like everything has just been, let's just say, pro Oilers. IDK says it's the way they lost. I don't disagree. I don't disagree there. But like I said this in the recap, and I know it sounds like coke, but I genuinely feel this way. It didn't feel to me like it was a lost lead. And what I mean by that is each team we would dominate, and they would dominate. We would dominate, and then they would dominate. And it just kind of felt like we dominated. We got the lead. And then they dominated, got the game tied. And you see what it took in overtime. So we need to get a little bit more action in front of the net. We need to be in Skinner's face, so to speak, so that we've got some deflections and whatnot. Lechka says, I can't wait for Edmonton's dreams to be crushed again. I'm getting insulted on a daily basis. Sexist, anti-Semitic comments all the times, followed by the, really? Wow. I'm sorry to hear that, man. That sucks. Hey, Ryan. Dana. Oh, no, now come on. Come on, Dana. Dana, you don't believe that. I know you don't believe that, Dana. Yeah, exactly, Hungry. Craig says Bob wasn't the problem, 9-13 save percentage, but yes, his handling, yeah, that because possession to me, so much like if the goalie's handling the puck, or if we iced it when maybe we shouldn't have, or just not quite being able to clear the zone. To me, all of that stuff that adds up to more possession time for Edmonton can add up to us not having the energy to finish this. So I really feel like there was moments that we could have been better. We could have saved ourselves 30 seconds here and 15 seconds here and having to rush back, the full sheet of ice there. Like little things that we could do, making just smarter decisions with the puck to just maybe limit. Edmonton had like 44 shots? It was 40 something. So, and it, they had 40, I think, before overtime. So it wasn't just overtime. It's either that, or we got to limit their shots by blocking shots. You don't want guys to get hurt, but at some point there's no tomorrow, right? 305 says, what's up, Jaws? I have a feeling this game might be better somehow. Yeah, because we got to win, right? Colby says, this is the season tonight. Yeah, they need to play this like a game 7. They need to play this like a game 7. Because to come back home and have to win both at home to get it even, I just don't know. I don't know. Yeah, Percy says we gave them a free goal to start the game and a free PP to end it. Everybody likes free PP, though. Jake says, I will say Edmonton is a different beast, and Edmonton looks like they want it. No doubt. Florida's going to have to play better. There's no conserving energy against Edmonton right now. The extra motivation that Edmonton has, the only way Florida's winning this series is if they can pull some extra energy from somewhere. Somehow, some way. Watch us get down 3-0 again and then go to game 7. What if it reversed? What if it just completely reversed? Like Edmonton got up 3-0 and just until game 7 again. And game 7 is like some 4 overtime masterpiece. Like what if Edmonton gets up 3-0 and just can't quite, the Panthers are just like so insane because they don't want to get eliminated. And it's entirely possible. Hey, Ryan. Jake says, I'll be curious to see the adjustments when we head back to Sunrise. I'm curious to see tonight. He said Gadjevich is fine. So I guess we're going to see the same lineup tonight. No, I did not watch the NBA Finals last night. Last night, I got outside to walk around in the yard for the first time in a while. Dave says, I stayed away yesterday because I knew it would be doom and gloom here. We should have won it in overtime. It's a 7-game series. You still have Cats in 6. It wasn't all that bad, though, Dave. It really wasn't. It wasn't so bad. DeBoer is fired. That's the good stuff. Now, for those of you who are just getting here, I'm going to have to go in about 5 or 7 minutes. I have to make this one short because we got to get out of the house. We got to get to Matthias's graduation, and now we have to get there a lot earlier than I thought. So, unfortunately, I didn't want to cancel the stream entirely, but I am going to have to go relatively soon, as I can't show up to a high school graduation like this. It's bad enough I'm looking like this. I look like Santa Claus. Dana says, I hope you guys are all soothsayers and are right that we will win, but I just don't think we will. They've got one more gasp in them, Dana. They're not going to go down like this. You know, they had more juice that they're not done yet. They're not done yet. 305 says, our defense has to know Edmonton won't miss that many opportunities tonight as they did in game 1. I mean, we had our chances. We can't be missing the net. And we might have to take the block in some shots, 305. You know, we might have to just accept that as part of the only way that we can get through this. Hey, Hawkins. Percy says, no way Florida gets swept. It'll be a total failure on Florida's part if they don't take it to at least 6. That seems about right. David. Yeah, Chucky needs to play better. Hopefully that was just a little bit of a glitch. He had been looking better. As each series has gone on, he's looked better. So I don't know what that was the other night. Hopefully now he can get himself into a little bit of a groove. Brave says, is the will to win in the room with us? I believe it is. I mean, I don't see how you can want a repeat as much as Edmonton would want to avoid losing again and to finally win a cup. McDavid has to know he's only going to get so many chances at this. But, I mean, this game didn't come down to McDavid. This game came down to the Panthers not playing the way that they needed to once they had the lead. So whether or not that was just a momentary blip or they actually don't have the energy to do it, I don't know. But there's no coasting here. There's no, okay, we got a 3-1 lead. Let's shut it down and try to hold it. You can't do that against Edmonton. You've got to play your hard game the whole game. Gotcha, Colby. Percy says, I'll be pissed about game 1 if we don't take it to 7. That seems right. Panther says, Paul will give them energy. Ockham says, anyone saying tonight isn't a must-win needs their medication up. I think they know. I think these guys know. It's not an option to lose this game. And Bobrovsky, Bubba, we need prime Bob right now. Not that, you know, we need him. He wasn't the problem in the last game. He was not the problem in the last game. But what we need out of Bobrovsky is to be, holy hell, the reason why we won. That's what we need from him if we're going to beat Edmonton. Because for whatever reason, Skinner is turned into freaking Patrick Waugh in spaces. You know what I mean? There's got to be some way that we can figure out how to get more goals on this guy. 305 says we're witnessing a Nosek masterclass. That would be interesting. John says, I never second guess Maurice, but why is he stuck with two defensemen on our number one power play? Are we playing not to be scored upon shorthanded? Well, he made that switch, and I mean, we've scored goals. The puck movement is so damn slow. I don't want to. Well, you know what's interesting, John. What bothers me more about that is why is nobody of the media now? Why have none of our media guys been like, so you made the switch to two defensemen a while ago? Is there a reason for that? Like, we don't know the reason because nobody's asked them. Like, it's one of the most obvious questions, unless I've missed it. Great Wife says, what Bob are we going to get tonight? I mean, I'll take one goal. I'll take a 6-1. Like I said, each team is gifted a 6-1 win, right? Panthers can win tonight 6-1. Then they win game 3, 5-4. And then Edmonton can have game 4, 6-1. And we've had 2 games where there's really no stress. The series is even. And then we can have games 5, 6, and 7 be like quadruple overtime and nobody has any body parts left. And by the end of the series, pull the RVs on the top line. All right, I got a couple minutes here, guys. Oh, what's that? Thank you, Dana. Thank you, Great White. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, Great White. He says, we know the Panthers are going to win game 3 at home, right? If they win tonight, the way I see it is if Florida wins tonight, they're going to win game 3, take a series lead, and then Edmonton will probably be like, oh, hell no, and win game 4. That's how I would kind of feel like it would go down. If Florida loses tonight, if Florida loses tonight, buy tickets to game 4. One way or another. If Florida loses tonight, if you want to go to a game, go to game 4. Because it could be the game where we take the series back, or it could be the last game for a while. Exactly, David. I'm with you, man. Mr. Vids. Oh, I'm definitely not blaming Bob for no. Definitely not. Absolutely not. Craig, yep. All right, guys, I got to roll. I'm sorry. I appreciate y'all showing up. I didn't want to. Amanda says, what? What do I tell the parents of the other kids about my beer? Well, I don't know any of them. He goes to school an hour away. I don't know any of the people. So Kyle and I are showing up to support Matthias, and then I'm going to come back here. I don't know because, he's obviously special ed. I don't even know if it's a special ed graduation or the whole school, or if they're going to do his part first. I don't exactly know how this is going to go down. But the beard around here, my beard is short. Around here, my beard is short anyway. All right, everybody. Thank you all. Appreciate you. Love you. We'll be good to go tonight, 8 o'clock. And there will be no members podcast today, obviously, because I'm rushing. But we had another great day out there fishing yesterday. So, all right, everybody. I hate to leave so quickly, but all right. We'll see you tonight.